So the NBA, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to the NBA. I started to a little bit, but football season and as you guys know, the NBA for me is my fourth favorite sport. NFL, college basketball, college football, then the NBA. And for the most part, I don't pay that much attention to the NBA until the NFL season is over. But I've done that this year. I mean, we started this show. Y'all like talking about the NBA. So I'm like, you know what? I got to start paying more attention. I got to start paying more attention. So the Lakers are just a bumbling, fumbling team of misfits right now. Now, are we going to blame it on LeBron? Okay. I mean, LeBron's got to take again. I just bashed Lamar Jackson for not doing enough for his team to win. I can't then not blame LeBron for doing enough for his team to win. So he's got to do it. He's got to be part of this. It doesn't matter that he's a million years old. At some point, you got to be the reason that your team wins. And he does it on occasion because he was the reason that they beat Golden State on Saturday night. Now, granted, they had a team, but he was the reason. He was part of the solution. Well, then you go and you get your head beat in by Houston and Atlanta back to back. I'm like, what are we doing? So, and here's Lele saying the Lakers, watch, will make a run, but will lose in the playoffs, even if they make the conference finals. I don't know if they make the conference finals this year. I mean, looking out west, I mean, clearly Denver is the best team. I think Phoenix is going to end up being really good. I know the big three that they haven't played a ton of games together. I just have a feeling that they're going to catch fire, and all three of those guys, Beal, Durant, and Booker, are all going to end up catching fire, and they're going to lay the wood some teams. They're going to lay the wood. Minnesota is playing. Has anybody seen Ant-Man, by the way? Has anybody followed what Ant-Man is doing out in Minnesota? I was shocked. I mean, I knew he was really good, and I paid close attention, but I'm shocked. He's playing outstanding basketball, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. So, the Wolves, yes, the Wolves are good. The Wolves are good. Now, I will say this about the Wolves. We've seen them disappear in the playoffs. We've seen that. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Hopefully they can put it together. But there's a lot going on out in the West. Besides them, Phoenix, the Nuggets, and Minnesota, I don't know if Golden State's going to be able to put it together. Who else do you guys like out west? Legitimately, I know there's good teams, and I'm asking from you guys. Who do you legitimately like out west besides those three? I know OKC is out there. The only thing is they have no playoff experience. I mean, none. I think that matters. I think that has to matter. So that has to matter. And that's my man, Pat Cockrell, saying SGA could win the MVP. I think he could. The Clippers. The Clippers are playing probably the best basketball of anybody in the NBA. My man Chuck Miller points out the Clippers. A lot of y'all are pointing out the Clippers. I think everybody is just holding their breath on the Clippers. I think that's why a lot of you hadn't said the Clippers. I'm the same way. If the Clippers are healthy, the Clippers are the best team. But are they going to be healthy? I know you're talking, man, it's like, what are we talking about? Them being healthy. I mean, you shouldn't even be talking about somebody being healthy. Of course they would. I mean, it's the exact opposite with the Clippers. The Clippers have never been healthy. The one time they were healthy, they were mentally weak in the bubble. And they had Doc Rivers as their coach. So you got Doc Rivers, that's a problem. And Milwaukee's going to find out how good a coach Doc Rivers is. They're going to end up finding out. You got rid of Adrian Griffin for Doc Rivers? That's the answer? Woo! My goodness. Yeah, you're going to find out the hard way. Old Doc. 031 Doc. Ty Lue better than Doc Rivers. Hey, man, Lou Charles, there's about 15 to 25 of us in this room that are better coaches than Doc Rivers. Come on, man. First of all, who does Doc know that he keeps getting these jobs? That's what I want to know. Who does Doc Rivers know where he keeps getting these jobs? I want to know. Who? What's he doing? Who's he? He's got pictures of somebody's wife doing something or an owner doing something. He's got something. Because this man, he's been living off of an NBA title that he won, 16 years now? He's been living off of that. And he's done nothing in the playoffs ever since. And who cares if the players like him? He can't coach. Woo! Man, oh man. But it is what it is. He got the job. We'll find out. I would love for the Thunder to make a run, though, man. I would love for the Thunder to make a run. The Thunder, the Clippers. But I just want the Clippers to be healthy. Let us see what happens when the Clippers are healthy. Can they make a run? Can they do it if they're healthy? So, Darren Howard over on YouTube said, Doc Rivers, fraud. Gave up a 20-point lead his first game back. I mean, they act like Doc Rivers was going to solve all their defensive problems. Like somehow he was going to make Damian Lillard a better defender. That ain't happening. The Mavs don't have anything really outside of Luka and Kyrie, so unreliable nowadays. Yeah. The Mavs don't have anything. I mean, Tim Hardaway Jr. is a 3, maybe he's more of a 4. He just has to be the number 3. I mean, he can get hot some nights, but if you're relying on Tim Hardaway Jr., who can't dribble, by the way, if you're relying on him to be your number 3, your team is in trouble. Flipping it over to the East, yeah, somebody brought it up before I could even say it. The Knicks. The old Knicks. Now, I want to see how Julius Randle being out, how that's going to affect them. But the Knicks, I think all NBA fans are rooting for the Knicks. I think enough is enough. People want to see the Knicks win. You know what I'm saying? The Garden to be electric. I think people want to see the Knicks win. We're going to see. I like Jalen Brunson. I said the move that they made, that the Knicks got fleeced on that trade. It doesn't look like it, does it? It doesn't look like it. Still got a lot of basketball to go, but it doesn't look like it. He was that defender that they needed. OG was that wing defender they needed. So we'll see. I like the Knicks. Boston is clearly the best. If Embiid is hurt, which it looks like he is again, my God, then the Sixers are finished. I mean, Embiid has the most brittle soft tissue that I've ever seen. Ligaments, hammy, ankles, knee. Anytime he gets pushed or touched, he's out. Y'all do realize that Embiid could win the MVP, but since they put in the restrictions of the number of games that you can miss, I think he only has like 4 or 5 to go, more games before he's not qualified. Which I love that, by the way. I love it. I love the fact that the league put in a minimum number of games for you to be able to win awards. I love that fact. And when they come up with the next round at the bargaining table, you rest assured that NBA owners are going to put into the contract to have a guaranteed contract. You got to play a minimum number of games. That is going in. That is definitely, the owners aren't going to stand for all this this load management stuff. They're just not. They're just not. So I love that fact. So we'll see. Yeah, you're right, Lou. That's a rare Adam Silver win. I mean, they completely turned everything over to the players, which I don't disagree. I love player empowerment, but enough is enough. Enough is enough. Given guarantee, I want everybody to make as much money as they can. But the guy that averages 11 points a game shouldn't go out and be able to get an 11 or $100 million contract. What the hell are we doing, people? And then won't practice basketball anymore. I got $100 million guaranteed. I'm done. I'm set for life. We'll see, man. We'll see. But bringing it all the way home, man, I think the Lakers got to figure some stuff out. I think the Lakers got to figure some stuff out. Pascal Siakam moved the needle for the Pacers. Yeah, I think he did. I absolutely think he did. I think the Pacers are saying, hey, man, we can win now. Can they win the title? Probably not. But they're giving it a try, which isn't that all we ask of our franchises is to go try? Is to go try. So glasses inside is wild. I don't understand. Why is it wild? Tell me why it's wild. I wear them every day and have for a year doing this, but glasses inside is wild. People will say anything these days. But oh well. Oh, but well be. Pat Cockrell says, I don't know. As a Cowboy fan, I will say he's seeing Stephen A. in misery brings a smile to his face. Yeah. Stephen A. loves the Knicks. Stephen A. loves the Knicks.